Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the RotoBaller Radio Fantasy Baseball Waiver Wire Series. I'm your host, Anthony Aniano. Happy to be with you here today as we take a look at some pitchers available on the waiver wire for Fantasy Baseball Week 16, the week beginning Monday, July 25th. Full disclosure, I'm recording for you right now on Saturday morning, July 23rd, so obviously some numbers can change between now and then. Folks, don't forget, head over to rotoballer.com and check out everything we have there. The main page, premium packages, you name it, rotoballer.com has it for you. Baseball for the second half of the season. Football for your upcoming season. Basketball, MMA, esports, NASCAR, PGA, sports betting, you name it. rotoballer.com has it for you. And speaking of NFL, don't forget to sign up for that NFL Premium Pass using the promotional code ACES. Save yourself 10% at discount and get all sorts of great features with that premium pass, including our draft kit, our team sync, where you can import your leagues and teams. You get a mock draft simulator and draft assistant, customizable draft cheat sheets, premium Q&A chat rooms, and a full season of premium DFS, including tools and picks. Okay, that team sync, you can auction calculator, draft assistants, which recommend picks for you, all sorts of great content right there in that RotoBaller premium package. Sign up, like I said, use that promo code ACES. Don't forget, also download the mobile app, which is absolutely free. Set your alerts and notifications up to 6 sports combined into one app. I use it for baseball and football. Honestly, I got the alerts on. My phone's always buzzing because when it happens, I get notified through that RotoBaller app. All the articles, free and premium, betting and DFS articles available for you there as well. Like and subscribe to the RotoBaller YouTube channel where you see me all the time, it feels like, talking football, talking baseball. Tons of great content here. So we appreciate that as well. All right, let's get into it. Week 16, Monday, July 25th. Again, reminder, I'm recording Saturday the 23rd, so a couple of numbers may change. Okay, and I use RotoBaller roster percentages. Try to keep it at or below 40%. I've got 5 starters for you, and then we'll talk a little bullpen. But my number one starter ad of the week, time to pay attention. I mentioned him last time. I'm doubling down on it again. He's now my number one ad. Braxton Garrett of the Miami Marlins. Time to pay attention to him. Last 2 start, yes, I know both of them were against the Pirates, but he has completely dominated them, including Friday night. Over his last 2 weeks, 14 days, he's had 3 starts, 17 and 2/3 innings with 21 strikeouts, about 10.7 Ks per 9 innings for Garrett, an ERA of 2.04 over that time period, and a WHIP of 0.62. On the season, Braxton Garrett is pitching to a 3.42 ERA and a 2.38 batting average against, with a WHIP of only 1.14. He's got 47 strikeouts in 47 1/3 innings, essentially a strikeout per innings. Last night, Friday night, went 6 innings, 1 earned, 7 Ks. And his next start, again, somebody right now would say, but Aniano, he's picking on bad teams. I don't care. That's what you want. Okay, I added him in a league that allows daily moves. I streamed him last night against for his matchup against Pittsburgh. It paid off, and I'm holding him now because his next matchup, July 27th, is against the Cincinnati Reds. Sounds terrible in life, but in fantasy baseball, it's okay. Pick on the weak, okay? You pick on the Pirates. You pick on the Reds. You do what you need to do with your pitching streaming options, okay? Second, Jake Odorizzi of the Houston Astros. If you're in a position where wins is a category and you're 5x5, okay, and you need to chase them, you chase them, and this is going to be blasphemous in the Bronx, you chase them with a pitcher on the best team in baseball right now, and in my opinion, that's the Houston Astros. Over the last couple of weeks, they've handled the Yankees, they've handled the Mets. Okay, the Astros are rolling, and Odorizzi is a starter on that team and picking up wins. On the season, 36 strikeouts in 48 innings pitched, an ERA of 3.56. Okay, a WHIP of 1.19 and a batting average against of 2.39. Over the last 14 days, he's made 2 starts, 12 1/3, 12 strikeouts. Okay, he's getting you a strikeout per inning recently. And his ERA over those last 12 1/3 innings is 2.19 and his WHIP of 0.81. And what's interesting is Monday's his next start. And again, we pick on the week. Odorizzi and the Astros starting against the Oakland Athletics. He is only 36% rostered. By the way, I didn't mention it. Braxton Garrett, my number one ad, he's 22% rostered on Yahoo. But again, I'll go Braxton Garrett against the Reds. I'll go Jake Odorizzi on Monday against the Oakland Athletics. Up next is Ross Stripling of the Toronto Blue Jays. You know, the Toronto Blue Jays who put up 4 touchdowns last night against the Boston Red Sox. Ross Stripling is 42% rostered, a little high. Now, here's the issue with Ross Stripling. He pitches later today, he pitches on Sunday. Today's Saturday the 23rd. So he's pitching Sunday the 24th against the Boston Red Sox. Okay, so his numbers are going to change a little bit between now and probably when you see this. Okay. However, he does have a 2-start week coming up in week 16. He faces St. Louis. It's a little bit of an iffy matchup, but then he faces Detroit, another matchup I'm not afraid of. Ross Stripling on the season, 61 strikeouts in 74 1/3 innings, an ERA of 3.03, and an expected ERA of 3.94, which is not terrible. His whip is only 1.08, and his batting average against is 232. Never know what could happen Sunday against Boston. Tougher matchup necessarily against St. Louis, but if you're looking to stream a 2-start option, that second start against Detroit is a little bit juicy for Ross Stripling. Okay? Up fourth in Boston, Chris Sale, Finger, Dunzo. Cutter Crawford coming in now for the Boston Red Sox. He'll continue to pitch. He's only 7% rostered. Okay? Now he starts later today on the 23rd against Toronto. Who knows how that can go? Does Toronto have any more runs left in their bats? He then goes to 28th against Cleveland. However, he has been effective over the last 14 days. Over the last 14 days, 12 strikeouts in 11 innings and an ERA of 3.27. He's had a terrific strikeout rate all season long. 44 strikeouts in 36 innings for Cutter Crawford, striking out about 11 batters per 9 innings. Now, his ERA on the year is at 4.50, but his expected ERA is only 3.86, so that's a much more manageable number. See what happens tonight against Toronto, and then you decide if you want him against the Cleveland Guardians. But if you're chasing strikeouts, Cutter Crawford giving you 11 Ks per 9. And up fifth, the ultimate of streamers. Okay, the Los Angeles Angels are going to need a starter on Wednesday, July 27th against the Kansas City Royals. Now, I know the Angels are terrible. I get it. Okay, and last week I recommended Reed Detmers to you. But they need a starter on Wednesday the 27th. Wednesday the 27th, they play the Kansas City Royals. Again, my theme of the week with the starters, we pick on the week. Braxton Garrett, Cincinnati. Odorizzi in Oakland. Stripling in Detroit. Cutter Crawford in, not so weak against Cleveland. But now Chase Silseth is scheduled to get the recall and get the start against Kansas City on the 27th. Now, Silseth was absolutely terrible when he was up with the big club before. Pitched at the major league level, his ERA is at 5.84. He's striking out less than 7 batters per 9 innings. Batting average against 283. At the minor league level, he has completely dominated. Okay, striking out 12 batters per 9 innings, ERA of only 2, whip of 1.02, batting average against 194. If you're chasing points, and that's a big if you're chasing points, Chase Silseth has a decent matchup, a good matchup against the Kansas City Royals offense on Wednesday. That's a decision you can make. I'm throwing it out there. He's a freebie. He's 1% rostered on Yahoo. Okay, I have him in dynasty formats. Okay, I will in a dynasty daily format if he gets activated. Okay, he's right now listed as NA, not available on Yahoo. If he gets to start, Chase Silseth, I'll roll with him in spots where I need some strikeouts and possibly a win out of Silseth of the Los Angeles Angels. Okay, shifting to the bullpen. Couple of closers available. Brett Martin of the Texas Rangers, 39% rostered. He's got 3 saves. He's pitching to a 2.61 ERA, and he's striking out just under 20% of the batters he faces. Kyle Finnegan of the Washington Nationals is the closer. He hasn't had many opportunity, though, since then. He's got 1 saves. Remember, he had 11 saves last year. He's only 16% rostered. He's striking out 28% of the batters he faces and pitches to a 3.93 ERA. AJ Puck of the Oakland Athletics, 6% rostered. He got the save Friday night, last night. Lou Trevino came in for the 9th against Texas. Trevino was giving up hits, giving up runs. Puck came in to get the final out against Marcus Semien. He got that. Got his first save of the season. Just something to be mindful of. Okay, that could continue. Lou Trevino doesn't inspire hope. Danny Jimenez is eventually going to come back. I still say Puck may have the best arm in that Oakland bullpen. He's pitching to a 2.27 ERA and striking out 25.6% of the batters he faces. A couple of other names to mention as the trade deadline comes along. We're starting to see some action, right? The Juan Soto rumors. The Mets got Vogelbach from Pittsburgh. Okay. Speaking of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh can be in a sell mode. Do they move David Bednar, their all-star reliever? If so, you could see Yerry De Los Santos take over as closer, striking out 28% of the batters he faces, pitching to an ERA of 3. David Robinson of the Cubs, he could get moved. Rowan Wick, Michael Givens could be next in line for saves in Chicago. And keep in mind, both of those pitchers, whether it's Bednar or Robertson, wherever they end up, they might not end up as a closer. They could be a high leverage back end of the rotation, but a 7th or 8th inning guy. You know, if it's just off the top of my head, the Mets, the Yankees, any team, the Houston Astros, everybody wants bullpen help. Okay, the Atlanta Braves. Every team wants bullpen help. Doesn't mean that who they get will remain as a closer. David Bednar would look terrific in any of those teams' 8th inning role with his ability to strike batters out. So be mindful of that. Your closer now could potentially lose value at the trade deadline. So be ready to pounce on who replaces them on the old team. All right, everybody. Give me a follow on Twitter at @Aniano Fantasy. Make sure, like we said, like and subscribe right here to the YouTube channel. Download the app and go get the premium package over at rotoballer.com. Use the promo code ACES. We will see you next time. Have a good one, folks.